And now, it's time to go in the garage with Bodie Stroud.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to In the Garage on this fine Wednesday morning. Hi, guys.
Hi,
Bodie.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right.
It's hot. Summertime.
I'm used to it.
Are you?
Yeah. You used to it?
Just ignore it.
In the beginning, I was sweating like a sieve. Now, it can be 115 out, and I'm good to go. Good to go.
I'm trying to get used to it.
Yeah.
What does it take, Mitchell?
You just gotta work through it.
Yeah. Just keep working. Yeah. Keep
Right.
As long as
working.
you don't focus on it.
Right? Every time you sweat, you lose weight. Hey.
There you go.
I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. Watch us live from BS Industries on Tiki Live, crntalk.com/video chat. And every week we are brought to you by Steel Rubber Products. And check them out at steelrubber.com and magnaflow.com. Check them out as well for all your exhaust needs. Email us those questions. bodiestroud.com/inthegarage. You can also check us out at bodiestroud.com. Got lots going on there. New website. Got all kinds of things going up.
Like our Facebook page, In the Garage with Bodie Stroud.
Yeah.
And follow us on Twitter at Bodie
Yeah.
Stroud or at CRN Talk.
Yeah. Follow us.
Because we're up to date on social media.
I guess.
We
They
are.
tell me. All
We
right.
are.
All right. Cool. Wonder how many of my listeners, or our listeners, sorry, actually go on like Twitter and Facebook and all that. Because I know a lot of them are gearheads, so I know a lot of them are like, go where?
At?
What? Twiddle what? Yeah. So I wonder how many do actually do that. I bet you there's quite a few.
Yeah.
So I guess it's cool. Everybody's doing it, right?
You can't fight it
Mitchell
anymore.
finally did it. Jeez, oh God! I thought the whole world was coming to an end.
Yeah.
Anyways, speaking of sponsors, I'd like to take the opportunity this show to thank all of them and talk about each of their products if we can. What do you think, Mitchell?
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Magnaflow, of course, always helping us out with all our exhaust systems on all of our cars, and it's just. There's no better sounding exhaust out there as far as I'm concerned. And they're it's funny when you start using somebody's product for so long, you know what works with what tunes what sounds good with what. We've gone through the learning process. So, you just learn because each motor is different and they got, different sounds that come through the exhaust depending on what you use, what size muffler, what size diameter tubing you use. If you're using 3-inch, 2.5-inch, there's big differences in noises when you jump up. Like my truck, we went with a 3-inch. It's got the supercharged Coyote with the Whipple on it, and it's okay. It's a little too loud for me. I wish I would have went with the 2.5. Now that we know with the round mufflers, the small ones, just sounds better. We did that on a Mustang and it just sounds unbelievable. Look, it's just the best sounding car that we've done. So that's okay, because now I'm going to change it over. I'm not going to change out the 3, but I'm going to change out the mufflers. So anyways, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue talking about this stuff. Welcome back to In the Garage. We were talking about our sponsors and everything they do for us, and we were talking about Magnaflow and the different sounds. So if anybody's wondering if you got any questions and you're putting in a Magnaflow exhaust, most of the Coyote stuff, a lot of the LS stuff we've dealt with, and we know what works and what sounds good. You kind of can tell us what sound you're looking for over the phone. If you want a vroom vroom, or you want a wah-bah, or you want just tell us. We know all the sounds.
Can you do that again?
Yeah, no. I like, if you're doing a muscle car, I just like a deep sounding, rumble. When you get on it and you're at the higher RPMs, you want it to sound really, really good, and like that thing's just, coming unwound. But in idle and taking off, you don't want that raspiness. And we've been getting a lot of raspiness out of the Coyote motors. And so we've learned how to tone those down quite a bit. So if you're having problems with those, just let us know, and we'll tell you what you need to get. Yeah.
Tell us what this product right here is called, what it does.
It makes sound.
Makes sound.
Yes,
Yeah.
It makes a nice sound. This is the one that we put on the recent GT 700S that we did, the Coyote, supercharged Coyote, and it sounds really, really, really good. You want to do an X pipe system in that car as well. That helps with the sound, believe it or not. It helps with flow. You get a better performance anytime you can do those. I know some cars it's difficult, but try your best. I believe this is a 14-inch long. I don't know what size diameter that is. Probably looks about like 4 or 5 inch in diameter. This is 3-inch out on both sides. So, and it just varies in size depending on what you're going for. If you're going for 3-inch, 2.5 inch, the muffler varies in size as well.
Can I put that on my car, or does it have to be like on a certain...
You can put this on any car you wanted
car?
to. Yeah, it's going to sound like crap, but yeah, you can put it on your car.
It's going to be like...
No, it's just going to sound really, really bad.
I hear those cars all over my neighborhood, just the loud ones.
That's a totally... it's similar. It's like I said, it just depends. Magnaflow's tech line as well will help you. If you're doing tuner stuff like that, Honda stuff, I don't do that stuff, so I couldn't even start to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd be lying through my teeth.
Sorry.
I ain't that guy.
Sorry.
No, I don't do it. I do, all pre-70 muscle car stuff, so... But we've had people come in here and ask us to do that stuff, and they just, you can't do it all, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
Can't make your little clunker look like a beautiful,
sure
one
you
of
can.
these beautiful cars.
You could.
Could I really?
Okay, hell yeah, you could. I could take any car and make it look better than your car.
All right, I hear a challenge coming on. Let's do it.
Are you gonna bring me a different car?
No.
Oh, okay. Then I can't do
why
it.
don't I
Just kidding. It
volunteer
went right over your head.
my car?
No, God.
See what you could do with that.
I really probably couldn't help it. I'm
Right?
getting in way over
Thank
my
you.
head. Yeah.
I know. I tried helping it. And
I'm learning to say no.
I put some rims on it. I tinted it, and it's no.
Did you?
I did. And it's still.
Those are
it's
rims
just-
that you put on there?
well, like hubcaps, the ones that you
Yeah.
snap on.
Yeah.
Let's
okay.
be real.
Yeah. Okay.
Come
That's
on
what
now.
I thought.
Come
I was
on
looking
now.
at it this morning thinking, what a ride. What?
Like in a bad way?
No.
You know what? It gets me from point A to point B, and that's all I need right now.
Okay, all right. Steel rubber products help us out tremendously as well. And not only do they help us out, but once again, they are probably the best rubber product out there. If you want the best fit, seriously, because they actually use original factory moldings. They'll find whatever they can that's in the best shape possible, and they'll actually, I think they digitize it and scan it and everything else, and they actually make their molds from a physically factory molding. So, which is, I don't believe anybody else is doing that. And when you're doing these cars, whatever you can get to as close as factory as possible, whenever you can get a product like that just bolts on, or glues on, or snaps on, that's the best. It's a long story.
What? Exactly.
Well, they got little holes, little plastic clips that will pop in sometimes around the trunk areas and even the doors. And then you use a glue to hold it down.
Okay.
But, in doing this, it's a long story. When you put aftermarket parts on cars, they don't always fit like an original. Okay? Most car guys know this. If you don't, if you go to buy like a replica hood or a trunk or a door or even weather stripping, it never fits the same. So you got to play with it. You got to massage it. And that's where it gets expensive. that's where time, labor gets involved, costs get involved, because a lot of people think, well, okay, well, you bought it. How come it shows here that you put this on, took it off, put this on, took it off, put this on, took it off? Well, it's because we were trying to make it fit, and it wasn't quite fitting right. And if we would have just put it on and let the car go out the door, the customer wouldn't be happy. They'd be complaining to us. Mm-hmm. So that's the difference between a factory fit and an aftermarket fit. But sometimes you don't have a choice, and if you're in a crunch or you need something and it's aftermarket, you just got to buy it and you got to play with it. But trying to convey that to the customer so that they know what they're getting into is hard sometimes, because it's like, okay, no, you're not going to just buy this part and it just works. Mm-hmm. And they can't get that. It doesn't compute, and I get it, you know what I mean? But because they'll say to me, I bought that brand new. It should have just bolted on. Why do I have so much labor putting it on and off, on and off? Well,
no, it doesn't.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been happy, trust me, right, Mitchell?
Yeah.
If we would have just slapped it together and left it alone. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steel rubber.
SteelRubber.com. Like I said, they're constantly coming out with new stuff as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I was wondering what Steel Rubber Products was, what product they put out. I'm thinking, tires,
Yeah, the name is it doesn't say rubber products, weather stripping, but if you see the logo and you hear Steel Rubber and you're in the industry, you know that it stands for weather stripping.
Okay, well, that clears a lot of questions up for me.
And I mean, they have all kinds of stuff. So if you're looking for something for your car, you're looking for glues, adhesives, rubber products, just go to steelrubber.com and check them out.
If you can't find somebody who reproduces your weather stripping, they will do it for you.
They will reproduce
it. Piece.
If you have an original piece and you want them to make it and duplicate it, they will do that.
Wow.
You can actually send it to them, and they will make it, and you'll get a brand new piece of rubber.
Wow, they do it all.
They do it all, and it's a very important part of a build, because at the end of the day, when you finish that build, you want the doors to shut and no sound. So, anyways, we'll be right back. You're listening to CRN Digital Talk Radio in the Garage. Welcome back to In the Garage. Yeah, reading this stuff here. Thought it was Elvis Week. I thought I read somewhere that we were talking about Elvis Week, but I guess not.
Elvis Week.
I was all excited.
If you want to talk about it, go right ahead.
I don't know if it is this week. I didn't know.
I just watched, what is it, the Autopsy new show that they have on, forget what channel, but they kind of go through the autopsy of how, he passed away. That was just crazy, because he grew up in the South, right, Elvis? Mm-hmm. And he's like the American king,
Mm-hmm.
And
yes, he is.
Yeah, and pills. That was what it was. He wasn't drinking. He wasn't doing anything but pills.
Wow. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You just you never know. You know what I mean? Pills can do you in.
Right.
Yeah.
Just live life.
Looks like Ben Affleck just bought the new Hellcat, and has been seen zooming around in that thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good for him. Right? It's 2-door. I know Tim just got one, and it's a 4-door. But anyways.
Right. You want to get divorced? Go buy a car.
Yeah, well, he could afford.
Especially if you're Ben Affleck.
I don't think it mattered if he got a divorce or not. He could have went and bought a car. So he probably could buy a whole fleet of cars.
Yes.
So anyways, going back to the sponsors that help us out, Vintage Air. It's summer.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs Vintage Air. Vintage Air is nice because they're universal. They have they sell universal kits. They have kits that bolt right into your car. You can pretty much do whatever you want. If you want to get customized with all your plumbing and your hoses and you don't want to see it, you can do all that stuff. What else do they do? They sell all kinds of cool vents and different styles for, whatever to fit your car you need. They pretty much have it. We've used Vintage Air forever. We've had the best luck with them. We've had other customers that have brought in a different product, and we have spent a lot of time fixing different products. We did one, and he was complaining that it wasn't working and it wasn't blowing cold air out the vents and everything, and we checked the system and everything seemed to be working fine, and turned the fan on high and we get underneath there and you could feel all around the whole box, the whole unit, and behind the dash, and it was leaking air from every orifice you could imagine. So it was cooling off all the wiring and the gauges and the dash and everything, but it was just, it was crazy. So we had to drop it down, we had to reseal everything, put it back up, and then all of a sudden it was blowing cold air. So that's part of the reasons we use Vintage Air. They're just easy. They're easy to use. Great customer service. If you have an application, you can call us. We're a distributor for them. So if you got any questions, you got any tech questions, give us a call. You can give Vintage Air a call. They got a great tech service. They can help you out. You can also go online and go to their website and check their stuff out there. They got troubleshooting, write-ups, and if you're having issues, and like we were having an issue on a car we did the other day, it would... when the car was cool, I'd take off and it was blowing cold air all day long, but I would stop after driving it for a while and get back in the car and I'd start to drive and it just stopped working. So the symptom ended up being moisture in the system. So we drained the system, we put the evaporator on for a couple hours or whatever.
It's a vacuum pump.
The vacuum pump. For an hour or so, and got all the moisture out, recharged it, and it's working great. Blows cold air all day long. So
and that's what you want.
Yes, especially right now in this heat, you want that.
And the number that they could call if they want to give you a call?
If they want to give us a call, we're at 818-768-7600. Give us a call if you're having any problems. Or, once again, you can email us any tech questions you have at bodiestroud.com/in the garage, and we'll be happy to answer you there. So yeah, that's what I have to say about Vintage Air. Next we'll talk about Flaming River and what they do for us. We use Flaming River over anybody. Like I said, these are just people that we've used over time and had great experience with. So we're just speaking from what we've dealt with. So you're listening to In the Garage on CRNTalk.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to In the Garage. Just getting ahead of myself there.
You sang that. Yeah. Welcome back.
That's like Welcome Back Carter. You remember that show, right?
No.
I think I've asked you that before.
No.
You still don't remember?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, you gotta look up Welcome Back Carter.
I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah. Okay, before the break I was mentioning Flaming River steering columns. That's who we use on all of our cars is Flaming River. Had very good success with them, very good luck with all their stuff. Great product. Once again, universal, will fit most applications, every application. Even year of car. So if you have a year of a car, if you have a 57 Chevy, if you have 56 Ford F100, they're very helpful. They know the sizes, the lengths, what you need. They offer column shift, floor shift, key on column. What I like about them is their little high-low indicator on the turn switch arm off the column. You just push a little button and it turns on your high-low beams. So that makes it really simple. You can get tilt, you can get not tilt, you can get powder coated, you could get, and I know that Flaming River just put a whole new powder coating system and booth in their facility.
That's right.
So now they're offering, I believe, multiple colors. I believe we had John on the phone and we were talking about all the colors and everything.
We did.
Yeah.
He went on your Facebook and he gave us samples of all the colors for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I went to the
Pretty.
site, and I think I picked out magenta. Or
Of course you did.
something along those colors. And I was
Yeah.
like, I like this one. So a lot of different varieties of colors.
Yeah. No, they do. They offer a lot of different varieties. And, you know, for a while there, they didn't advertise it, but you could get black. And
Oh,
we've
yeah.
gotten a lot of black and everything else as well. So, but you had to call and ask for it. You can-
Special order.
Yeah, you can get steel, you can get stainless steel, you can get polished stainless steel. I believe you can get chrome.
Yeah.
So they offer just about anything you need.
Very
Everything to
cool.
connect all your steering, all the linkages, the joints, everything you need. And they're pretty good about telling you if you call up what you have, about telling you what you need, what goes with that product to actually physically install it.
Okay. So when I think that, I think, you know, you pop the hood for the car shows and you see the all blue
Yeah.
inside engine.
Yeah.
And is that what that is?
Say that again?
Like when you open the hood and you see like blue products or like pink or
No, that's paint.
black.
That's paint.
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
There's on our cars, it's usually all stainless stuff, so it looks like kind of a nickel color.
Okay.
Sometimes a high polish, so it almost looks chrome, but it's all polished stainless steel.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the part you see there. So
Ah.
they sell rack and pinions. They sell bolt-in cradle setups. We're starting to offer it with our bolt-in Tri-5 Chevy package. It'll
Tell us
have
about
their cradle, their rack and pinion, and then if you want to go from there, you can get their steering column and everything else, and it'll bolt all right up.
It actually sounds really easy.
It is easy for the guy in his garage that wants all new suspension and everything. You can buy our bolt-in suspension, upper lower control arms. It comes with the new coilovers. Rack and pinion, so now you can get rid of that old box that's on the frame rail there, and you'll have rack and pinion, and you'll be so much happier that you did that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then they also, you can get, like if you're doing the Tri-5 Chevy, you can match the color of the steering column, and if you get, you can get a tilt column with the shifter on the column as well. Yes, and it will match. I mean, it looks like it's still factory.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we just did one for a friend of ours, and he had a turquoise 57 Chevy, so we did the turquoise steering column,
Ah, cool.
and it bolted right in. And seriously, we adapted the factory steering wheel to it, and everything. It looks like a factory column,
That sounds
but it's all
awesome.
brand new, and it will last forever.
Yeah. And rack and pinions they're important. I just recently found out what it is.
Why'd yours break?
Yes. I recently got it fixed because remember that knocking noise I kept telling you my
Yeah,
car
yeah,
had?
yeah.
Why is my car knocking
Yeah.
every time I turn to the left? And I
Yeah.
found out it was the rack and pinion.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
So
See?
went there, got it fixed, and the noise is gone, and I'm not afraid of turning left on hills, and who knows what might happen. And it actually got so bad it popped my tire.
What?
Yeah. My tire popped.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
yeah,
That is
so I got
very
new tires
interesting.
and I fixed that, and my car's
Okay.
it's styling right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so those things are important.
Yes, they are very
If
important.
you hear a knocking noise, get it fixed. It's probably the rack and pinion.
Okay. Well, let's. Yeah, there's all kinds of knocking noises cars make. We just had a Bronco come in, and it's making all kinds of knocking noises, and I think it's pretty much because something came loose in the motor.
Oh no.
So,
When something gets loose like that in the motor, is the car done, or you could probably fix it? Because I know
well, you
once,
can fix it. It just takes time and money.
I know once the transmission is done, you're done, right?
No, you
Fix
can get it
the
rebuilt.
transmission, too.
You can fix anything on a car.
Okay,
you can
well,
rebuild
people
it.
on a budget.
Well, what? So are you talking what? Throw the car out?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess today is the
Get a new
disposable
car.
era. So yes,
Get a new car.
your car. Yes, I would just park on the side of the road and walk away from
There
it.
we go. There we go.
Good point. Yeah.
You guys have quality, and I'm more on the budget side of things, where
Okay.
I'm like, okay, well, what's affordable? What could I do for my car? What's the,
I think
Walk away
rebuilding
from
a
it.
transmission's still
Budget
cheaper
way.
than buying another car.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think a tranny is still cheaper than buying another car.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're going to go buy something
yeah.
for like $500.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're going to go buy another car like yours for
Another
$500,
disposable car.
another disposable car, then I guess you're okay. Until
you
that
go.
transmission goes out, and then you can leave it on the side of the road.
Oh,
Pretty
no.
soon we're going to look like Dubai and have all these, instead of exotic cars. Well, I think we already look like that. Never mind.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. Talking about sponsors and how much they help us out, and vendors. I mean, these are people that we use every day for parts, and who we trust, and who takes care of us, and who's got great customer service. Eddie Motorsports, those guys help us tremendously. They got a great product. If you're looking for nice billet hinges, for hood hinges, trunk hinges, anything like that, they're making all kinds of stuff now, aren't they?
Pretty much anything billet they do.
Yeah.
So if you need anything like that, they would have it.
Yeah, especially the hood hinges. I think they sell just about every application you could imagine. So if you got, once again, a Tri-5 Chevy, you can buy the trunk and hood hinges that match. And they sell a lot of other billet bolt-on specialty pieces for those cars as well. So check them out at EddieMotorsports.com. They, like I said, their stuff's great. We've never had any issues with it. It bolts right on. And I think we use them a lot in the Mustangs. If you got a Mustang, you want to bolt those on, and it's just great because they bolt right up. They're easily adjustable. But I always recommend, if you are building a car and you're in your garage, and whatever hinge you are using, especially if you're using Eddie Motorsports hinges, fit them up first. Put them on, fit them up, make sure everything opens and shuts before you do paint and everything. What we do here is we usually tape up our hinges, especially if they got a nice high polish on them. And I believe you can get them in satin finishes. You can get them in other finishes as well. You can get them anodized. But we do a lot of our customers like the high polished Eddie Motorsports hinge. So what we'll do is we'll tape them up, just so nothing happens to them, so they don't get scratched up, and then we'll fit them up. We'll fit the trunk, we'll fit the hood, and whatever other pieces we use. And we make sure that before we put paint on the car, everything opens and shuts, because every car is different. These old cars, they're all different. I don't care if they were built in the same day in the same assembly line, they are different. So when they go back together after paint, they're always different. I don't know what it is, but that's just how it works. So always fit your stuff up. But if you've got a painted car, what I recommend is putting the hinges on same way, tape everything up as good as possible, put the hinges on, and then just be careful on your adjustments. Watch what you're doing. Make sure that your hood, shut the hood slowly so everything's lined up and you don't create any chips or anything like that. Have a buddy watch each corner, and you can usually get them to fit. It just there's some adjusting to do, but pretty much bolt on and good to go. So great product.
Nice.
Check them out at EddieMotorsports.com.
It's a good little tip right there.
Yeah, it is. Also, Concept One pulley systems, we use them a lot for our dress-up kits, for the front runner kits on motors and stuff. They sell great products. Universal as well, bolt-up systems, whatever application you have, LS motors, Ford motors, they pretty much sell it all, and they're continually coming out with new product all the time. So they work with us as well. They've helped us out. It's hard when you do the stuff we do, because all of our customers want something that nobody has. Mm-hmm. They want something that you can't just call up and order over the phone. So the companies that we deal with, help us out by sometimes breaking the rules, bending them, working with us, and hopefully we're helping them out as well to where they're coming out with something new that bolts on or, creates a new system for them, and, maybe it takes off from there. But these are the companies that usually work with us. And
ultimate custom companies.
Yeah,
like
it is. But I get it. When it's like when you build a part and a product, you want to just sell that. You want to mass produce it, and you just want to sell that. But because when you get into the custom part of it, trying to make your money it's just so hard. It is so hard. It's so much different than an assembly lined product that you're just moving off the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
So many things can go wrong. It's Murphy's Law.
Yep.
What can go wrong will go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the way it works. So
yeah.
So those are a few of them.
Yeah. So you've been really into Miller welding.
Miller.
You talked
yes.
about a little bit about that a couple of weeks ago. Do you want to talk about that a little bit more again? Been doing a lot of work with them.
Yeah, I mean they're a great product. I've been using Miller forever. If I highly recommend them. They have machines for the do-it-yourselfer in the garage. They have 110, 220 units. They have on up to professionals. So it's whatever application you're looking for. So that's a hard question to answer because they sell so many different types of machines, and they fit almost every application. Like here we're a shop. We use them. They're pretty much running 24 hours a day. So, but it's a lot different for the guy in his garage who's using it and he's welding up, basic stuff around the house, or he's got a project in his garage. Doesn't need to weld too thick of stuff, but we got to take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to In the Garage. Yeah, you were asking about Miller welders before the break there, and yeah, I mean, my head starts going into all the different applications. If I'm presenting one to the listener and the do-it-yourselfer guy in the garage, I'm thinking the Millermatic 211 auto set MIG welder with the multi-volt plug works great because you can do 110, you can do 220. And also if you do that now, they're offering a rebate, so you get the Spoolmate, which is the aluminum welder that plugs into the unit, pretty much for free.
Wow.
Yeah, once you buy, it's their Build with Blue rebate program. Once you buy the unit, you send it in for a rebate, and you get $285 back, and it basically pays for the Spoolmate.
Wow, that's a good deal.
Yeah, that's going through July 31st. So check that out. It's a great deal. A really good deal, really good product. And if you are a guy in your house, building a car in your garage and need something that works really easy. I mean, I've used a lot of welders over time, and when you're hauling butt and sometimes you don't have time and you don't have anything to remove paint with or rust with, a Miller will weld right through it.
Nice.
I don't know if saying that is a good or bad thing, but it does. I mean, it's unbelievable. It will burn right through it, and it'll leave a nice weld. A lot of other products I've used, they don't. It's just it kind of spatters and hits it and spurts, and so I was using one last night welding on rust because it's a product, or it's a project that we're working on. Happens to be mine, so I didn't really care. Oh. And there was some rust that I had to burn through to hold something together temporarily. So and it worked great. I mean, it held, and it actually seemed to remove the rust and leave weld and all clean metal. So
wow.
It's great.
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't say that it replaces rust, but it did a great job of doing what I wanted it to do. So,
wow.
So great unit, and yeah, Miller, check them out as well.
So what are you working on for yourself? Your own personal project, you said?
Oh, I can't say. Yeah, I can't say. Sorry.
Well, at least you gave us a little spoiler, I guess.
Yeah, I wasn't even supposed to say that, but maybe in time I'll say that. But just a little. It's nothing big. It's not like a full build or a full car or anything. It's just some little artwork I'm doing. That's all.
Hey, I respect artwork.
There you go. That's what we do
So you
here.
had to talk about it when it's done, because it's your own little project.
I will.
And
I
I want to
will.
know what you're into and what
I
you
will.
like to do on your free time.
I only said it was mine because I didn't want a customer hearing on the radio that I was leaving Russ there. Just kidding.
Hey, but it went through the rest, so there's none.
Yeah, now there's no more Russ, so it's all
Yeah.
good.
Thanks, Miller.
Yeah, thank you, Miller. But yeah, anyways.
And you could do, I saw you do, is it a how-to video or pictures?
With Miller?
Yes.
Yeah, we just did a how-to video. I'm not sure the details on when that'll be coming out, but I know it'll be coming out pretty soon.
Really? So be on the lookout for that?
Be on the lookout for that, of course, yes. And is this the final segment?
No, the one after this will be. Oh, no, is it?
Is it really? I'm done.
Yes,
We're done.
final
We're all done.
segment.
Oh my God. Okay.
Get off the stage.
Yeah, I want to thank all of our sponsors, and especially the ones that sponsor the show. I want to thank Steel Rubber Products. Check them out at steelrubber.com, magnaflow.com, and I guess that's it. We'll see you next. No, we're going to be
There's
off for
some
2
tips,
weeks.
some
so
tools, some
yeah. Okay,
everything
bye.
for you.
See you next week, because you're always welcome in the garage with Bodie Stroud. Presented by Steel Rubber Products. www.steelrubber.com on CRN Digital Talk Radio. www.crntalk.com.